Hello everyone, and welcome to lesson 8 of Heart Smart for Teens. So I just wanted to start by saying thank you to everybody who's been participating in the lessons over the past couple of weeks, and I hope you all are learning some new things about nutrition and physical activity and why each of those things is important in our lives. So there is not an incentive for last week's lesson, but for completing this week's lesson, the incentive will be a Bluetooth speaker water bottle. These will be great for keeping up with proper hydration and for playing some music when you guys are working out. So be sure to let us know that you're completing the lessons and workouts by commenting on this video or letting myself or Kat know that you guys have completed it. So I want to go over the physical activity / food diary journal. So this is your weekly reminder to make sure you're keeping track of your journals. Make sure you're writing down what you've eaten a day, how much activity you're getting, and how many steps you have gotten each day. That's super important, guys. And don't forget about the challenge I told you last week as well. If you want entered into a drawing for a pretty cool prize, be sure to draw out one of your 3 goals that you should have written down in your journals the first few weeks of class. Then on the back of that drawing, write down the 3 of your goals that you chose and whether or not you have accomplished those goals. When finished, drop it off at Beyond the Bell to be entered into the drawing, and we'll be drawing a winner next week for that prize. Alright, so now the next section is we will go over the snack portion. So this week's snack ideas are, number 1, it's your milk option, is a banana split blender. So all you would do is blend low-fat strawberry milk with banana slices and ice, and you'll have a nice little smoothie there. Number 2 is your cheese option, and it is called a cheese kebab. So literally all you do is alternate small slices of apples and reduced fat cheddar on skewers, so you have nice little kebabs of cheese and apples. And then your third option is your yogurt option, and that is yogurt pops. So if you guys get those little yogurts that are squeezable at the grocery store, you guys can pop those in the freezer and you'll have a nice little creamy popsicle for a snack. Alright, so now we're going to move on to this week's discussion, and today's topics include counting your steps and why it's important, identifying your unique qualities and qualities that you admire in others. We're going to learn about eating disorders, and we're going to be calculating your BMI. Alright, so first we're going to go over walking and how many steps you guys should be getting in a day. Alright, so maybe you have heard the recent guidelines about walking 10,000 steps per day. How far is 10,000 steps anyway? So the average person's stride length is approximately 2.5 feet long, and that means it takes just over 2,000 steps to walk 1 mile, and 10,000 steps is close to 5 miles. So a sedentary person may only average 1,000 to 3,000 steps a day. For these people, adding steps has many health benefits. I've outlined the basic 10,000 steps program, but also added a commentary below. So a reasonable goal for most people is to increase average daily steps each week by 500 steps per day until you can easily average 10,000 steps per day. So wearing a pedometer is an easy way to track your steps, but you guys have those Fitbits and those count your steps. So if you guys are wearing those daily, those will actually count your steps and you don't need a pedometer. Those watches are pretty cool and those have the pedometer built into them. So make sure you're putting it on when you get up in the morning and wear it until bedtime, and then record those steps in your journals. Alright, so there's many ways to increase your daily steps, and use your imagination with this and come up with your own list. But here's some ideas that you guys can use. Take a walk with your parents or your siblings or maybe a friend. Walk the dog. Use stairs instead of the elevator. Park farther from the store. Ask your mom maybe to not park so close to Walmart or Save-A-Lot or wherever you guys are going, and get some more steps in like that. Get up and change the channel instead of just sitting there with the remote. Window shop, so just walk past stores and just look in the windows and window shop. walk over to visit a neighbor and get outside to walk around the garden, or maybe do a little weeding. So those are just some ideas for you guys, so you guys can get more steps in your day. And you guys, I'm sure, can think of many more. All right, so now we're going to be doing a little fun activity that I want you guys to do at home with me. This will be about positive body image. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen and get ready to write down a few little things for me. So now I want you girls to write down 3 emotional qualities about yourself. So mine would be that I think I'm pretty kind-hearted, I'm optimistic, and I'm passionate. So if you girls want to write down 3 emotional qualities about yourself, go ahead and do that. All right, now we're going to write down 3 intellectual qualities about ourselves. 3 of mine would be that I'm a logical thinker, I'm confident, and I have courage. Remember to be positive about yourself. That's why we're doing this, so we can see all the positive qualities about ourselves. All right, write down those 3 intellectual qualities. All right, now we'll move on to 3 physical qualities of yourself. Mine would be that I'm athletic, I think I have a good smile, and I think I have nice hair. So write down 3 physical qualities of yourself that you do like. And finally, let's write down 3 relationship qualities. So these can have to do with any kind of relationship, such as friendships or your relationship with your family, or maybe a significant other, anything like that. Any kind of relationship. Write down 3 relationship qualities that you think that you have. Mine would be that I am trustworthy, I am loving, and I am honest. All right, go ahead and write down those 3 relationship qualities that you have. All right, now I want you girls to write down 3 qualities that you are very proud to have. So these can be any qualities about yourself. So just write down 3 qualities that you're super proud of yourself for having. Mine would be that I am a hard worker, I'm honest, and I am passionate about what I do. So those are my 3 that I am very proud, 3 qualities that I'm very proud that I have. All right, and the last thing I want you girls to do is to write down 3 qualities that you admire in others. So when you're looking at somebody else, what things do you like about them that you see? So mine would be when someone is non-judgmental, so when others don't judge other people. I really like that quality in a person. Number 2 would be when someone is nice to others. I always think if you're nice to somebody, then they're probably going to be nice to you back. So I like seeing that others are nice to others. And then my 3rd would be when someone helps others. Just giving out a helping hand is a great quality in another person. All right, so now we're going to go over the 10 steps to positive body image. All right, so one list cannot automatically tell you how to turn negative body thoughts into positive body image, but it can help you think about new ways of looking more healthfully and happily at yourself and your body. The more you do of that, the more likely you are to feel good about who you are and the body that you naturally have. So number 1, appreciate all that your body can do. Every day your body carries you closer to your dreams. Celebrate all of the amazing things your body does for you. Running, dancing, breathing, laughing, dreaming, etc. Number 2, keep a top 10 list of things that you like about yourself. Things that aren't related to how much you weigh or what you look like. Read your list often and add to it as you become more aware of things that you like about you. Number 3, remind yourself that true beauty is not simply skin deep. When you feel good about yourself and who you are, you carry yourself with a sense of confidence, self-acceptance, and openness that makes you feel beautiful regardless of whether you physically look like a supermodel. Beauty is a state of mind, not a state of your body. Number 4, look at yourself as a whole person. When you see yourself in a mirror or in your mind, choose not to focus on specific body parts. See yourself as you want others to see you, as a whole person. Number 5, surround yourself with positive people. This is a huge one, guys. Always surround yourself with positive people. It's easier to feel good about yourself and your body when you're around others who are supportive and who recognize the importance of liking yourself just as you are all natural. So that's super important. I learned that along the way, to always surround yourself with positive people. If you're surrounding yourself with negative people, it's going to do some damage on your positive body image. All right, number 6, shut down those voices in your head that tell you your body is not right or that you're a bad person. You can overpower those negative thoughts with positive ones. The next time you start to tear yourself down, build yourself back up with a few quick affirmations that work for you. Number 7, wear clothes that are comfortable and that make you feel good about yourself. Work with your body and not against it. Number 8, become a critical viewer of social media and media messages. Pay attention to images, slogans, or attitudes that make you feel bad about yourself or about your body. And protest these messages, guys. Write a letter to the advertiser or talk back to the image or message. If you ever see something that makes you feel bad about yourself, it's okay to acknowledge it. It's okay to stand up for yourself and reach out to whatever is making you feel bad about yourself and just kind of let them know what's going on. Number 9, do something nice for yourself. Something that lets your body know that you appreciate it. Take a bubble bath, make time for a nap, find a peaceful place outside to relax and read a book. Just do something that will make your body feel good about itself. And finally, number 10, use the time and energy that you might have spent worrying about food, calories, and your weight to do something to help others. Sometimes reaching out to other people can help you feel better about yourself and can make a positive change in our world. So now, from there, we're going to be moving on to learning about eating disorders. So we will be going over 3 of the most common types of eating disorders. I will define them for you, as well as give some signs and symptoms of the disorder and how it will affect the body and emotions. So number 1 is anorexia. Anorexia is the lack or loss of appetite for food as a medical condition. So it is an emotional disorder characterized by an obsessive desire to lose weight by refusing to eat. Symptoms include trying to maintain a below normal weight through starvation or too much exercise. Signs of anorexia include dramatic weight loss, someone that denies ever feeling hungry, someone that makes frequent comments about feeling fat or overweight despite weight loss, and many more. So some health consequences of anorexia include, in anorexia, the cycle of self-starvation, the body is denied the essential nutrients it needs to function normally. So the body is forced to slow down all of its processes to conserve energy, resulting in serious medical consequences. The body is generally resistant at coping with stress of eating disordered behaviors, and laboratory tests can generally appear perfect, even as someone is at high risk of death. Electrolyte imbalances can kill without warning, so can cardiac arrest, and these are all things that can happen with anorexia. If you aren't eating right, your body will start to shut down. If you're not eating and exercising excessively, your body is going to shut down. There's all kinds of different things that are associated with anorexia that is not positive at all. So therefore, it's incredibly important to understand the many ways that eating disorders can affect the body. All right, the next one is bulimia. So bulimia is a serious, potentially life-threatening eating disorder characterized by a cycle of binging and compensatory behaviors. All right, so the next one is bulimia nervosa. Bulimia is a serious, potentially life-threatening eating disorder with behaviors such as self-induced vomiting designed to undo or compensate for the effects of binge eating. Evidence of binge eating include disappearance of large amounts of food in short periods of time, or lots of empty wrappers and containers indicating consumption of large amounts of food. Evidence of purge behaviors include frequent trips to the bathroom after meals, signs and or smell of vomiting, presence of wrappers or packages of laxatives and diuretics. So this person would feel or appear uncomfortable eating around others, and then the health consequences would include the reoccurrent binge and purge cycles of bulimia can affect the entire digestive system and can lead to electrolyte and chemical imbalances in the body that affect the heart and other major organ functions. All right, and the next one, the final one, is binge eating disorder. So it is a severe, life-threatening, and treatable disorder characterized by recurrent episodes of eating large quantities of food, often very quickly and to the point of discomfort. Evidence of binge eating include disappearance of large amounts of food in short periods of time, so a lot like bulimia, fear of eating in public or with others. Maybe they steal or hoard food in strange places, and then the health consequences include, they're most likely associated with clinical obesity, weight stigma, and weight cycling, so yo-yo dieting. So basically when they fluctuate in weight, they go from being overweight to underweight, overweight to underweight. Right. Most people who are labeled clinically obese do not have a binge eating disorder. However, of individuals with BED, up to 2/3 are labeled clinically obese. People who struggle with binge eating disorders tend to be of normal or higher than average weight, though binge eating disorder can be diagnosed at any weight. If you or a friend that you know is showing signs or symptoms of an eating disorder, please seek help. Eating disorders are super, super, super common, and they are terrible to the body. So eating disorders are real. Like I said, they're common, but they can be managed with professional help. So if your friend is ever feeling like you have an eating disorder, or you see a friend who you think might have an eating disorder, please reach out and get help to a professional. To me, I can get help from a professional. I can lead you in the direction of a professional. Just know that these eating disorders are real, they are common, and they will do some major damage to your body. All right, so now let's move on to the last topic of the day, and that is BMI, or body mass index. So what is my body mass index? So body mass index provides an estimate of the appropriateness of your weight for your height. But caution, this calculation can identify lean, muscular individuals as overweight. So if you are somebody who is healthy and you're athletic and muscular, and you have more muscle than most people, sometimes the BMI will calculate you as overweight. So technically, as we go through this, you will realize that I am more along the lines of overweight for my height, but it's just most likely due to the muscle that I have, and that will be the case for a lot of you guys too. So don't feel bad if you have a higher body mass index than this table shows that you should. So what you do to find your body mass index, and don't worry, I will include the calculation in the comments below, so you guys don't have to listen to me and write it down. You guys can go to the comments below and find this calculation so you can find your body mass index. So what you do is you take your weight in pounds times 705 divided by the height in inches squared to find your BMI. So I'll go through that with you guys really quickly. So my weight would be 143 pounds times 705 equals 100,000 815. All right, so then with the next one, you're going to take your height in inches squared. So you'll take your height in inches times height in inches equals, mine would be 63 times 63 equals 3,969. So then you take your weight times 705 divided by your height squared, and then you will get your BMI. So mine would be 100,815 divided by 3,969 equals 25.4 BMI. So the next is a table that I was provided with that shows a range for healthy fitness zone, and it only goes from ages 12 to ages 17, and it does show boys on there, so don't pay any attention to that. We'll just pay attention to the girls' side. So I'll show this really quick and let you guys take a quick glance at it. Remember, my body mass index was 25.4, so I'm more on the higher end, but my age is not on here. So I'll let you guys take a look at this really quick. Make sure you can see it. I'll kind of go over it too, because I don't know how well you guys can see this. So ages 12, the body mass index range for healthy fitness zone would be 24.5 to 16.9. If you're 13, it would be 24.5 to 17.5. If you are 14, it would be 25 to 17.5. If you are 15, it would be 25 to 17.5. If you are 16, it's the same thing, 25 to 17.5. And if you are 17, it would be 26 to 17.5. So remember, don't feel bad about that body mass index if you're considered overweight, because technically I am too, but it's just, some people are built differently. Some people are more muscular than others. It all just depends on how your body is. All right, so from here, I'm actually going to close the lesson. So remember, to receive those incentives, you guys have to let us know that you guys are watching these videos and you guys are working out. So make sure if you participated in this week's lesson to leave a comment with either a picture of your Fitbit with the amount of steps that you guys have had, or a picture of your completed workout. Or you can get a hold of me or Kat through the Remind app, through Facebook, leave a comment on the YouTube video. There's all kinds of things you guys can do to let us know that you participated in this week's video. Now I want you guys, everybody who just watched this video, to head over to the Athletes for Hope page and pick a workout for the day and get that completed really quick. I'll link that down below, so make sure you just click on that link, choose a workout for the day, and get that done. And then I hope you all enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. So remember to stay safe, keep that 6-foot distance from each other when you guys are out playing with friends. Try not to get in contact with each other. Wear those masks out if you're going out in public. And don't forget, next week is the last week for Heart Smart for Teens. It's week 9. So everyone get up, get moving, make healthy choices, and I'll see you guys next week.